Come on. Come on. Put your emojis together for Auntie Miracle B.
Oh, poor baby. Oh,
First
oh.
of all, I want to say that
What? Oh, oh. Get them tears together.
you should never pass judgment on something or make a decision about somebody before you
Before what?
have done all the research.
We got the research, boo. We seen y'all. We
I'm here
seen
with
you.
my child.
Oh, how sweet.
He's sleeping.
Oh, how wonderful. He's asleep.
I don't even know how he's sleeping. How he's sleeping at past six because
Because he's a kid.
I've been up
Because what?
because of the things that people say about us now. A child's life is in danger.
Oh, my God.
Now my life is in danger. Now
Oh,
there's women. There's women here. Their lives are in danger. There's children here. Our lives are in danger, and it's like
yeah. They've been in danger.
people can't come out of their perception
Really?
and take that into consideration.
Okay.
So
So
I've
what?
had to call the police, the authorities here
Uh,
in Hawaii.
okay.
I would say about 10 times
Oh,
since, as you guys know, 21 members, 21 members of my family have been locked up, have been detained.
uh huh.
Hold on, let me pin the comment.
Girl, listen here. You need to shutteth the helleth up because here's the thing. You broke the law as well. So you rightfully should be in the jailhouse with them, to be honest. So I'm just trying to understand what you're talking about. You need to shut the hell up. And this is another indication of why you ignorant, dusty, dumbass women should not be sharing your husband's mind because somebody, I'm pretty sure female, probably had some common sense and said, you know what, maybe we shouldn't do this. But y'all are so brainwashed and beat down that you're just gonna, as you used to say, allow and not resist. And so here you are again crying, talking about the perceptions. Y'all don't get to know us, the perceptions and the perceptions. We know you. That's why y'all were detained. We know all about you. It's online. Just go to Carbonation TV and it's there. So again, I'm confused as to what you're talking about, and I don't have any sympathy for you. None. Let's continue.
So everybody's aware that this is an urgent, urgent message. And I'm gonna turn off the comments
Uh,
just
y-
so
yeah,
we can.
you want to turn off the comments like that's gonna mean something.
Matter of fact, you guys can comment all you want.
Oh, thank you.
That's okay. It only shows who you are,
Oh,
what you
okay.
say.
Yeah.
Not really, because at the end of the
At
day,
the end of the
there's
day,
women and children whose lives are in danger because of the things that people say,
uh,
because of the lies that people spread.
uh-huh.
It doesn't make sense why we how we can pass judgment on anything in life, anybody in life, without totally knowing everything,
We know everything. We've been
without
following you.
fully doing our research and our due diligence.
Really, girl.
There is no there is no worse feeling than being vulnerable and not having,
What? Common
not
sense.
knowing if your children are going to be safe, not knowing, because people are want to stay in their ignorance. People
Sheba, Sheba, Sheba. Stop it. This bullshit has been going on for five, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. 5 years. Five. What are you talking about? Nobody is in ignorance. We got all of the tea. We know everything about you people. Everything. We've seen you, especially you, get disrespected and passed around online. Miss Mama Mia to, or were you Maya? And who's the daddy? I may throw that video at the tail end of this, since you talking this shit about, oh, y'all don't know. Oh, we know, we've seen you, we've seen you. We're not a cult, we're a tribe. Oh, okay. Again, you put yourself willingly in this position. You've been kicked out of every country you've been in. What makes you think that Hawaii wanted you there? What makes you think that when you broke quarantine that they were going to be like, oh, okay, well then that's fine. When Arona had to take the walk of shame out of there. Give me a break, man.
let me calm down, because like I said, I've had to call the authorities
Yes.
many times today, because there's people literally parked outside
Yeah, because they don't want your ass there.
watching watching me, trying to see who's in the house, trying to see.
Right? They want
You
y'all
see
gone.
who's in the house. You've seen this, because people, everybody is locked up, everybody is detained.
Yeah.
Do you not see the mugshots?
Yeah, we saw them.
So what is there to see? What is there to I was literally harassed verbally for wanting to
For what?
get groceries. I had a friend
Oh
who
my
wanted to bring
God.
me food for my
Oh,
child.
oh.
Like, and the people,
You got the breasts though. That's what y'all
no, they
say.
got starved,
Yeah.
calling me all types of B words and
Yeah.
racial slur, anything you can name,
Uh-huh.
cockroach and
Cockroach,
all of
yeah.
these things. Like,
Yeah.
don't even know me,
Yeah.
don't even know me,
Don't
but
need to know you.
this is what we have allowed people to do to us black people. This is what we have
Oh,
allowed because we do it to
uh-uh.
ourselves, because it is.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We not gonna throw race into this one. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. They don't dislike you because you're black. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is some in there, but they're mostly pissed at you for breaking quarantine and there's the risk of spreading coronavirus. It is no different than breaking a law here in the lower 48. The difference there is they have a governor who enforces the quarantine. That's the y'all It's obvious the black people aren't the only ones that have been detained and taken out of there. So it's not just black people. It is idiots who break the law. You guys broke the law and was touching on an endangered species. Y'all are stupid. So yes, y'all are cockroaches. Y'all breed diseases. Y'all bring, y'all infest and destroy everything you touch. Every place that you've been to, you have sullified, and you've besmirched, and you've left a stain. And that stain of bullshit has followed you from country to country to country. It's followed you in Mexico. It's followed you in Nicaragua, and it's followed you in Panama. It's followed you in Atlanta, and it's followed you here. And let's not forget the fact that you dumbasses were running around during the quarantine and drove to New York. Y'all were having all these little freaky parties in Cookie's basement, with no mask, no social distancing, no care for anything. And just so happened that a dude in New York got coronavirus after you dusty niggas left. So what does that say? What does that say? Maybe you niggas should have stayed where you was at. You should have stayed. You should have got you a y'all should have went somewhere, but Hawaii was not going to be the place. Eligio made you guys think that y'all could dip off into the jungle, even though none of you can sustain yourselves in any real um real tropical, real agricultural environment, because nobody grows or plants anything or creates anything but cheap ass jewelry.
Our own people, we tear each other down. We tear each other down, and now I'm having to call the authorities every 5 minutes because my life is in danger.
Okay, so the authorities are the ones that removed you because the locals don't want you there. Um, do you really think the authorities are going to really help you? You're not wanted there, Sheba. Get it through that mess on your head, that wrap. I know that Allegio and them, they beat in that stupidity into your mind. But I need you to understand, Sheba, y'all. You are insane. They don't want you there. So you're calling the authorities on the authorities is not going to help you. You need to get your little one and get on the free flight home, because it is the end of the road. Y'all can't go anywhere. And then, y'all trying to wait it out for donations or for Allegio to get a jury trial. And it's like y'all are stupid. The jury of his peers are the people who don't want you. Y'all are coming home. Face it, accept it, deal with it. Y'all are coming back. Y'all are back. Accept it.
Because the children here, the women here, life is life. Our lives are in danger,
Boo
and we're
hoo.
scared
Boo hoo.
for
Should,
our lives.
should have thought about
I
that.
understand that we are divinely protected.
Really?
I understand, and
Sheba, divinely protected. How are you divinely protected when this literally happens every year, every other year, where y'all are kicked out of places, forcefully taken out in handcuffs? Where were the divine angels of light? Where were the divine angels of light when y'all were being drugged out of the house? Where were the divine angels to stand in front of the mugshot camera? And where was the divine angels of light to keep all of your fuckery from showing up literally on all of the news sites and on the websites? Where were they? Were they asleep? Did they have coronavirus? Where are they? Because they never seemed to protect any of you. They didn't protect y'all when y'all were in the bus in Costa Rica and got drugged. They didn't protect you in Nicaragua. They don't protect you every time you get kicked out of a country. Y'all are never protected. So I'm confused. But let's hear more of this.
and I understand that we have violated the quarantine laws,
Oh,
but that is not
what?
at all
It's not what?
a justification for harassment.
That's absolutely the justification for harassment. You violated the quarantine law. If you dumbasses had just went to Sabel's house, which is where half of you went, and the other half went to a Airbnb rental that was operated illegally. And if you had just laid low and shut the fuck up, y'all would have been fine. But you violated their laws. You disrespected their island, and they came up and said, "No, hell no, y'all done up and done it. Y'all got to go." They told you repeatedly. They told you all you had to do was be respectful. But you guys got there, ignored the legal document that was signed that you would self quarantine for 14 days, and y'all was running all over the place. So this is what you dumbasses get. I don't have any sympathy for you. What the hell is this? My screen. All right, shoot.
For harassment
Yeah,
all day long,
all day.
where people are screaming at our window,
Yeah.
screaming inside, and we have to lock all the doors, and we have to shut all the shades, and we can't even go outside to pick up food from the door
Oh
without
no.
somebody yelling in our face.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, my heart
It's funny
bleeds.
to me that
Yes.
there's so much worry that carbonation is after children and women, but who's really after children and women when there's only children and women in the house and we're being harassed? It is not us that is after children.
Let me tell you something, Sheba. You having that baby saved you from being in the jailhouse. Okay? That baby saved you from being in the jailhouse with them other dusty niggas. Okay? They saved you. Umar, Ajami, Jahum, whatever his name is, saved your goofy ass. He saved your goofy, retarded ass. But the guys, that a woman can't be nowhere without her man. She need to be with her man, and she got to have her man's mind. The man didn't protect you. The baby did. That's why you still free because you should have been locked up too. But they didn't want to call CPS on y'all retarded asses. So you need to be grateful. I mean, to keep it a buck with you, you need to be grateful. So you need to shut the fuck up.
Women.
Oh,
We only come to teach divine knowledge of self. We
well, I'm
only come
good.
to Hawaii to be in nature. Why do you think we was at the beach? We just wanted to be in nature.
Y'all were being
We just wanted to live in
stupid.
tune and in harmony with the earth. We did not expect
Y'all didn't?
to have been violating quarantine laws for doing that.
But you said you acknowledged that you violated quarantine laws, that you signed. Y'all know that y'all signed the document that says that y'all are going to self quarantine. So you knew. Maybe your goofy behind didn't know because y'all are not allowed to think, to speak, or to feel, or anything. But you knew. So let's not go there. I mean, I know y'all are stupid, but y'all can read.
Or to disrespect anybody in Hawaii,
But you did.
for our actions. That was not our intentions at all. I assure you.
It's
We
irrelevant.
we actually pride ourselves on being moral and doing the right thing. And the right thing would have been to do the proper research on our part so that we wouldn't have broken the quarantine laws.
Oh, so you're admitting that you dumbasses did not do the proper research for the quarantine law. So you're admitting that. That's what you're saying. You didn't do any research. Y'all just did what you normally do. Decide we're gonna go here. Oh, no matter if it's a communist country or not, no matter if they have a racial issue or not, no matter this, no matter that, none of that matters. We're here to live with the earth, and we're here to poop in trees. We're here to, we don't care what their customs are, um what their rules are. No, that was none of our intention, but the best intentions are paved in, you know, can cause the worst destruction. I mean, I'm sure Hitler had a great intention of, increasing Germany's living space and a great intention of restoring Germany back to its former glory before World War I. That was a wonderful intention to make Germany great again, but what came out of his intentions? Genocide, the Holocaust. So, yeah, the more you know, the more you know.
I just think that the that does not justify the behavior that people has have displayed, the death threats that I have gotten, the oh, you
Oh,
should be in jail too, and your children
yeah,
and you should starve, and you don't
yeah.
deserve, and it's like
Uh
you don't
huh.
even know me, you don't even
We
know
don't need to
us,
know
you don't
you.
even know the most honorable prophet
Oh,
Babaji,
we
you
know
don't
Baba
even know him to
G.
be able to say certain things that you guys say. And it's
We
not
know him.
everybody, there's people that truly support, I just want to, I just want to say
What you want to say?
that the police
Uh,
authorities
uh-huh.
in Hawaii that
Uh-huh.
have looked out for the women and our safety while we've been here,
Uh-huh.
I'm truly thankful. Who have looked out, and you can even go to the article of
No,
the
thank you.
police in Hawaii, the Hawaii Police Department, so that you can see how compliant we were with the police, how
Good.
respectful we were with the police, how they we've been working with them to truly make sure that we cover all of the steps and that we don't overstep boundaries, and that we, you know what I'm saying, because people make
That's a
mistakes,
big freaking
and
mistake.
the police know that, the authorities know that, and we know that, and we respect the fact that they want to ensure the safety of all people. We
Uh-huh.
respect that they, they're just keeping and protecting their environment. We respect that
Great.
100%.
Great.
It truly is, um I'm truly grateful to have, every time I've called them, they've came to make sure to monitor the area, talk to the people that are just literally sitting outside in their cars,
Uh-huh.
coming outside of their cars, trying to use binoculars to see inside of the house,
Uh-huh.
trying to, go around the side and look into, and threatening. First of all, we're getting death threats.
So,
So you have to understand that it's uncomfortable to have people roll up. I understand people's concern for their environment, but it's very, very uncomfortable when there's only women and children in the house.
okay.
It's very uncomfortable to have somebody roll up on you and
Uh-huh.
then get out their car,
Uh-huh.
and you don't know what they're gonna do. You don't
Oh.
know how they're gonna act. You don't know. You guys have to realize that when we say, we can't pick and choose who we want to value and who we want to say that is worth and deserving of security and
Uh-huh.
protection, and because we all want to protect our children, we all want to protect our families, we this is what we all want to do. And no, you have to understand that it just because you have assumptions or there's been rumors that carbonation is a sex cult or we are some type of bad dangerous organization, we are just a family like you. Like, we are not,
No,
first of
no,
all,
no.
nobody here is a pedophile, because if that was the case, then somebody would be locked up because of that. We would not be online every single day teaching this message. It would be obvious,
It
you
is
know what I'm
it
saying,
is
but
kind of
there's
obvious.
obviously haters and rumors
Oh
that are
God.
spread online to take us down and to have this type of stuff happen. No, we did not get locked up or detained for anything other than breaking the quarantine laws, because
Yeah.
we are not pedophiles. We are not anything that is illegal. We are not any of that. We're not a sex code. We are not any of that. Nobody's sex trafficking. Nobody's doing any of that. We're a family. We are a tribe.
Okay, so you're not doing human trafficking? No. But y'all are definitely a sex cult. How many times have you been passed around, Sheba? How many times have you been passed around? How many times have you literally been passed around? Oh boy, how many times? Let's see. You've been passed around. with Tron. You've been passed to Musa. You've been passed to um, True or French Tips. You've been passed back to you've been passed you've been passed back um, where else you've been passed back to? You've been passed back to Chief or Baba G or whatever the hell his name is today. Been passed back to Tron and then back to French Tips. You freaking sneak with Nature Boy when he when Velvet is away. But does this not sound familiar? This whole shit that she's saying. Does this not sound familiar? Let's try this. Shall we count the ways? Where have I heard this speech from? Where have I heard it from? Let's see. Where have I heard this exact speech? We're blaming trolls and all of that stuff. Let's see where we've heard this. Let's see where we've heard this shit from. Where we heard this.
Your peace reflection, peace of the gods. I'm gonna wait for everybody to come in. Okay. Peace reflections coming into the room. All right, so since we got a good amount of people in the room, I'm just gonna let you guys know right now. We are not, what we're not going to do today is we're not going to be negative in the room. If you want to know the update on Chief, that is on Carbonation TV. Nana has already done a whole entire video explaining the update on Chief. So as far as right now, just make sure that you are going to sign the petition, sharing it up, because we want to get as many signatures as possible. Right now we have a lot of signatures, but we want to continue to raise awareness. So whatever you can do, if you can get on your platform and share the story that is actually on the petition, telling people about the situation, just raising awareness about the situation and what's going on with the Honorable Master Chief, because we all understand that it's not right. If you have a clear mind, you understand that what's going on is not right. And you've probably seen a lot of cases like this that's happened to black men anyways, or anybody really, but black men especially. So just make sure that you're sharing that petition. Just make sure that you are, if you're going to do anything, do something positive, because as we see, the negativity gets you nowhere really. I mean, what's great about seeing somebody caged up? There's nothing great about that. So we understand that positivity is what is going to get the most. You're going to get the most out of being positive rather than being negative. Yes, I will be blocking people today, only if you're being negative, because that's what we don't want. That's actually what we're going against, is negativity, and we don't want that in our subconscious. We don't want that in other people's subconscious. And I'm just trying to help you out, because you don't want to send that negativity out into your universe, because then that's what comes back to you. The baby is taking a nap. Thanks. Okay, that's it. Now we're not gonna talk about the baby. The baby's taking a nap. So I have Mama Epru. She'll be blocking everybody in the room. There, yes, beautiful finger right there is gonna be blocking everybody in the room. So not everybody, but everybody that's being negative. So please just be positive in the room while I am speaking today. No, I'm not gonna show the baby, because this is not about the baby and you guys seeing the baby right now, because it's all I can say is about that is that if you guys really supported the lifestyle, you guys would be raising awareness right now about what's going on with the Honorable Master Chief, so that we can get to a space where we can show you guys our life again and be public with our life again. But right now, we have to be very private with our life, because of how people have taken it and turned it into what they wanted it to be, and then went and did something way off, like extra, calling the authorities and things like that, and making false allegations. We cannot share our life with people. We cannot be open with people if they're going to turn it like that. So if you are somebody that supports carbonation, keep supporting carbonation, because obviously this is what it's showing us right now, that the positivity needs to outweigh the negativity. There is no reason why The Honorable Master Chief Eligio has made over 1,000 videos explaining his knowledge through and through, but people are more interested in the negativity that has been said about him. If you go on YouTube right now, type in Carbonation TV, there is so much hate. How could there be so much negativity about one person? You know what I'm saying? Or a group. It doesn't even matter. It's like, how can there be so much negativity? You have to look at that. If you are a bright person, you can understand that there can't be anybody that is all that bad. And then they're on online teaching you. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense. So you have to understand that when you see all this negativity, where it's coming from. Where it's coming from is a lower self state of mind, and that's what it is. And it's coming from misunderstanding. And it's not like the Honorable Master Chief hasn't really explained himself through, I mean, exposed himself, exposed everything. We've even, exposed our own lives with real nigga moments and things like that with you. And it's like, if we're people willing to expose our life that much to you, why would we be hiding anything that is fraudulent or corrupt or whatever about us? We're not those type of people. He's not that type of person. If you can go and look at the video where people are slandering him, the least you can do is go on the videos where he is explaining himself, where he is teaching, where he is sharing his heart, because that's how you make a just and fair decision about somebody. You cannot make a just and fair conclusion. You cannot come to a conclusion about somebody without doing all of the research. You must do your due diligence. You cannot just make a claim about somebody without knowing the person. You've never met him. I live with the man. You know what I'm saying? I'm with him every day. I understand him to a level where you probably cannot, because you're looking through the eyes of your oppressor. You're looking through the eyes of your lower self. You've been programmed. And that's all the Honorable Master Chief is trying to explain to you. Hey, wake up. You've been programmed. That's all carbonation is about. Wake up. Reprogram your subconscious, because you've been programmed to be the lower self, to work, to go to school, to eat the wrong foods, to teach your kids the wrong knowledge, to basically just be a battery for the lower self, to make money, to chase a bag, and never ever work on yourself. And we're just trying to say, you know what? Work on yourself. Fuck all that other shit. Work on yourself. Secure your soul, because you know what? That's the only thing that matters in the end. The only thing that matters is how you deal with the world.
Okay.
If you
So
deal with it through traumas, how you deal with it through hatred.
again,
The more
you've
you
heard
work on
this.
yourself, the more you level up and become God, who you truly
We've
are.
heard this whole song and dance before.
I'm here to tell you you're God. And I'm going to keep telling you you're
Yes,
God.
you've heard this
If you believe
all
that you're God, then
before.
you're God. So I'm going to share with you
All
everything that is inside my body that says
before.
I'm God.
It's always the trolls. It's never them. It's always the haters. And we don't do enough due diligence to try and understand them. It's all our fault. It's completely our fault because we don't know. They're under attack as usual, but it's everybody else's fault. Is this the same video I'm sharing? I'm not trying to share the same one. Oh yeah, I am sharing the same one. Let me quit. But it's everybody's fault but theirs. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue the pity party and the lies.
And all we want to do is live in harmony and tune with nature. There is nothing else. There is nothing beyond that. I know it seems like there has to be something else, because there's no way. No, that's just it. That is just it. That is just it. Although you might not like our lifestyle or the decisions that we make, we are just a family. I don't agree with every decision that your family makes, but that does not make me want to go harass your family and say that you are undeserving of protection and security, and say that I can put death threats on you or whatever. I cannot do that, because that is unjust. That is simply not righteous. That is simply inhumane.
Oh,
And now we have 21 members of Carbonation who are literally sitting in an inhumane situation,
oh, boo hoo hoo.
sitting in a cell, cramped
Oh,
up,
oh no.
not being able to call anyone, not being able to reach their wives
Y'all aren't
and their
wives.
children, not being able, like, you have to understand this, like, it's so much bigger than you and what you might perceive it to be.
Y'all aren't
It's so
wives.
much bigger than you and what you might perceive it to be. It's so much more if you dig a little deeper. It's so much more if you dig a little deeper.
Okay.
Like I said, there's nothing, it's no difference between your family, you wanted to keep your children safe, and my and ours, and wanted to keep our family and our children safe. There is nothing different about that.
Oh.
And for people to say it's okay that we are being harassed and threatened, and people are threatening our lives, that's not okay. It's never okay. I understand you don't
Oh.
want to in your environment. That is okay. There
Mm-hmm.
is a way to go about it.
Oh.
There's a way to go about it. And no, I'm not justifying the fact that the quarantine rule was broken,
It sounds like you
because
are. That's what it sounds like to
we
me.
already took responsibility for that, and we are taking responsibility for that now,
Oh.
paying what the consequences for those actions. We are not it being detained for anything other than breaking quarantine, the
That's
14
pretty.
day
That's pretty
mandatory
major.
quarantine.
It's pretty major.
So no, you have to know that if the pedophile or the sex trafficking or all those rumors were true, that's what we would be locked up for. But we're not, because that's not who we are. So you have to dig deeper.
We've
You
dug.
have to dig deeper.
We know. We've
And
dug.
right now I'm just on live to ensure my own safety. That's really why I went live. It's not to justify or to explain myself. It's simply for my own safety, because if somebody rolls in here, right, tries to run up on me right now, or whatever they were trying to do, it's on it. We're on live. That's
Oh.
literally why I'm live.
Oh.
We're
Okay.
on live. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, please.
Well, so I've already contacted the authorities, um, just to ensure our safety here. Hold on. It's okay. It's okay.
Girl, bye.
I'm literally only live to show you guys what's happening
Uh huh.
when we tear down each other, show you guys what happens when we spread lies and rumors about each other. It's beyond, like, you don't like somebody and their lifestyle, that's fine. You don't like somebody and what they say, that's fine. But it doesn't mean that it's okay to put their life in danger. It
Oh.
doesn't mean that's okay.
You put your
You know,
own
we
life in
we did
danger.
not, and we apologize if we put anybody's life in danger by going to the beach.
You did.
But it does not equal or is not equivalent to putting someone's life in danger because of something that you think they are. That's not okay. You understand? So I don't think that I don't blame anybody truly, but my lower self.
Oh.
Like, that's it. That's it. It's my lower self. I know
Oh.
I know it's a part of me that
So instead of taking, this is what I love about their theology. We never take full responsibility for what we do. It's always my lower self. If anything, you go contrary to the cult teachings, it's you're in your lower self. You're in your lower self. You're in your lower self without fail. Or we blame our houses. My fifth house is in Mercury, and my moons. I have a fixed moon sign, and all this other stuff, and that is supposed to explain why they're not on the same frequency as Chief and da 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 da. But you broke quarantine. You broke the law. That's why they're in jail. Okay, so it's not your lower self. It was weren't y'all God, higher self, being one in the tune with nature? Now it's your lower self. Okay, pick a side, Sheba.
wants to bring me down, that wants to bring us down, that wants to bring what we're the message and everything that we are standing for down, because it is convicting and it makes you look at yourself. at
No.
all times. And because you might not like what you see, or you might not want to face that part of yourself, it is easy to point the finger and say they are bad people. But if you look a little deeper and dig a little deeper, and a lot of people are smart, because there are people that are not agreeing, or that are in fear, or that feel like we are dangerous people, but there are so many people here in Hawaii that see the truth, that we are just literally peaceful people. We are just peaceful people who
No, a lot of people in Hawaii see the truth that y'all are a bunch of vagrants. Y'all are led by a thug. Y'all are led by a con artist and a liar. And y'all are brainwashed and abused and beaten. And y'all are retarded in general.
who want to live in harmony and tune with the planet. That is it. And we come to Hawaii because, not because we want to stir up trouble or anything. Like, we come to Hawaii to, because why not Hawaii? Like, it's the most beautiful, has the most beautiful nature. It's like, as soon as we came here, was like the frequency of Hawaii, the feeling that we get, the air, that it's just everything about Hawaii is beautiful.
Right.
And you know,
And they don't want you dusty niggas polluting
we
it.
we do apologize for breaking the 14-day quarantine. And I just want to say that we already apologized for that, but I just want to say that because I don't think people know that it wasn't something that we was deliberately trying to harm anybody or put nobody in danger. It was simply just like, let's go into nature, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't think that that was breaking, we didn't put it together. But now that we
How?
understand, it's like, okay, let's pay the consequences for it. And I don't think that the consequences are equivalent to people running up at the window and yelling, you know what I'm saying, yelling and cursing at me. And
They don't want you there. Understand. They don't want you.
or that, I don't think that that is okay. Just because I wanted to get some food, I didn't even leave, I didn't even go out. So I'm not breaking quarantine to go get food for my child, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think my child deserves to starve. My child does has done nothing wrong, we have done nothing wrong. Like, it's all I want to say is that I'm on live to ensure our safety of the women and children here. And the women, I encourage you guys to understand that this is a family. Just understand that before you try to run up or come up to the gate or come up, you know what I'm saying? This is just, share this video so that the people of Hawaii can see that we're not bad people, and we're literally, there's just women here. Like, that's just it. Like, it's just that. And I don't want people to think that, you know, we're dangerous people or anything. I tried to, I think I don't want to try to explain myself, but I think I was just trying to, let the neighbors know that everything was okay. I didn't talk to them, but I was just like, hey. And all I got back in return was a bunch of craziness. You know what I'm saying? Like, a bunch of craziness. And at that point, I'm like, okay, I gotta call the authorities, because this is putting my whole entire life in danger. Because nobody wants to do the understanding. Nobody wants to do the work to understand truly. And we can't do this to each other. You understand? We can't do it to each other. Like, I am home. I'm with my family. My family. Where am I going without my husband? Where am I going without my family? Like, you guys have to understand, like, we are a family, just like you. Just like your family. Now try to put yourself in that situation. Try to put yourself in that situation. And it's okay if you don't understand. I'm not trying to convince you to understand. i'm just
Oh, you're
i'm just
not?
here to show you yourself.
Oh, you're not trying to convince us. That's not what this is. This is not you trying to convince us. Okay, Leviticus.
you know and and how you may be perceiving the situation, and how that could be wrong. We have to be open to, like, we might be wrong. We have to be open to the fact that there are people that spread rumors online. The media often tells one side of the story. Everything that you may think, it's everything that is being said about the fact that the most honorable Prophet Babaji is a pedophile and all of that. Everything that has been said is because of a clip. Somebody has taken a piece of a video and they have clipped it up, and they have made it seem as though he would do something harmful to a child. But if you watch the whole video, which I encourage you to do, and this is why I said at the beginning of this video that do all of your research before you come to a conclusion. Because
We've
if you
done the
go
research, boo.
to the whole entire video and you dissect it and you listen to it with an open heart, you will understand that we're not bad people, and that we truly inspire and aspire to just be living in harmony and tune with the land. This is why we teach about biology, astrology,
Biology,
melanin, grounding, because all
that's
of
for
these things
physics.
are
Yeah,
getting you
yeah.
in tune with yourself, your nature. We encourage you to go to your nature. We encourage you to not eat poison. We encourage you. When the authorities came in the house, they said, "Well, what is this on the floor? These foil mats." I said, "Well, these are grounding pads." Because all we really truly want to do is be in tune with the earth. So we plug this into the wall, into the grounding outlet, the that grounds the house. We plug that into the wall so that when we rest, we can be grounded. That is simple. And they're like, wow, this is how all humans should live.
Oh,
This is
that's
what the
so
authorities told me. This is
wonderful,
how all
wonderful,
humans should live. So there
wonderful.
are people that understand that we are truly not bad people. We are only trying to live at peace and in harmony with the earth. And all that we teach and all that we do, it convicts people. It convicts the fact that
No,
you
Sheba,
may
it does
be
not.
living backwards. And we're not condemning you for that. We only want to give you divine knowledge of self so that you can come to your awareness of who you are and become better, become a better version of yourself. That is it. That is all. You know, we decided, okay, I don't want to raise my children in a system to be a battery to go work for a corporation that is killing and destroying our very self.
Oh my God.
We are cells inside of the body of Allah. Why are we going against the body? Why are we going against? This is what cancer does to your body. This is what the coronavirus is doing in your body right now, because it's actually a virus. It's a dis-ease, it's disharmony, it's dysfunction, it's everything that is out of, it's all the disses, everything that is out of harmony with the
All the
nature of
disses.
your body.
All
This
the
is why
disses.
people having corona, because they are not living in tune and in harmony with what they truly are, period. Because all is mental. And the
Mm.
reason why we are sick is because we don't know how to think properly. We don't
Mm.
know how to think like we are God. We don't know. I'm not coming here for a pity party. I'm not coming. Only reason I'm on this live right now is to ensure my safety, because
I can't
I don't know
tell.
what these people around here might do. They got signs up saying carbonation must go,
Yeah.
all this stuff. Like, don't not even researching carbonation. If you go to Carbonation TV, not the T, you go to Carbonation TV. If you truly want to know who carbonation is, if you want to live on the surface, you will forever be a surface dweller, and you will not truly find God. But if you want to dig beneath, if you truly want to find what is under the surface, you will know and you will find the truth.
Seek and ye
So
shall
stop
find.
wasting your time digging into the trolls and what the trolls have to say, because at
The
the end of the day, the
trolls.
truth will prevail. Nature will always win. I don't understand why we want to. Don't you know how it feels to be hated? Don't you know how it feels to be lied on? Have you ever had somebody hate on you or lie on you, and you like, wow, that's not even true? Remember how you felt? You understand? So you have to understand, like, we do be like, whoa, like, why would you just lie on me and then, pass it off as if it's truth? So you know that we like.
Wait, what?
So the way we respond sometimes is like, wow, why would you do something like that? why would you even come to a conclusion about me when you never met me? You've been in that situation before. So you have to understand the mentality of a person who is being falsely accused of something and how they might respond. And at this point, the only response that I have
Uh huh.
is to
What? What?
tell the Hawaiian authorities that I appreciate their service. That is it.
Giggle,
Because they
giggle,
have been
giggle.
coming by protecting. Like, every time I call, they're coming because people are literally sitting outside. They're literally sitting outside.
Oh,
And carbonation has over 1,000 videos to show you what we are truly about. Don't settle for what the trolls have to say, because anybody that has only negative things to say about somebody and no positive truly isn't a person that you should be listening to, because
oh.
most likely they're not a positive person and they won't have anything of value to bring you. They won't have anything of substance to truly bring you. Now, if
Okay.
I was on here saying all the people are bad and da 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 da, that would just reflect who I am. I don't think that all of Hawaiian people, or all of the people, black people, or all of any people of in humanity are bad people. I think that people just have to take a look at themselves and know that there's always room to expand your awareness of self, to become more. This is We didn't come to this reality to stay on the surface of it. Some people did. But if you truly are receiving what I'm saying,
I'm
because I'm
not.
truly only speaking to you, the people that can hear me, if you truly perceive what I'm saying, then you know that we didn't come to this reality to just be on the surface. We didn't come to this reality to stay stuck in our demons, in our
Baby,
debilitations,
bye.
our negative thoughts.
Baby, bye.
We came to this reality to expand our awareness of who we are, but first we must know who we are. So, this is why we say study the five sciences.
Girl, please.
And if you want to say that we scamming,
Y'all are.
how? Prove it.
Prove it.
I'm giving you divine knowledge of self.
I can
You're
Google that.
scamming yourself by not taking it and applying it to your
Dude, I
life.
can Google
That's
all of
it.
this information that you're sharing for free.
I
And I can
understand.
stay home in my bed and not be in jail or beaten
The
or
only thing I
passed
need,
around.
the only thing I need from everyone, and you guys can do this.
Won't happen.
You can contact the HTA. You can let them know that the conditions that we are under, half of us, or not half of us, but majority of us that are being detained right now, the conditions that they are under are inhumane,
Sheba?
and they don't deserve to be there, apparently.
Sheba?
And you can let them know that the women are in danger,
Sheba.
the children are in danger
Sheba.
because of what people are saying about us online.
Sheba.
You can do that.
Your retarded ass is gonna make it worse. Take your malnourished, bony, Arsenio Hall looking ass home.
The Hawaiian tourism authorities, you can definitely reach out and do that. Do your part. If you truly
Ignorant hoe. Ain't no tourism right now. We're in a pandemic. Yeah, you call if you want to. Tell them that y'all broke quarantine. Y'all been running around the island, putting y'all diseases into the pure water over there, and see what that will get you. Go ahead, Sheba. Go ahead. Go ahead. Draw more attention to yourself. Yeah, that's a good idea.
understand what I'm saying, if you are able to grasp the fact that this is an urgent situation, an emergent situation, a situation that is has been blown way out of proportion,
Really? Breaking
this is what you
laws?
can do.
No, what you can do is go home. That's what you can do. You can get your ass up and go
Because at
home.
this point, it's women and children in danger.
Y'all
And
always
what
been
if
in
it was your
danger.
wife? What if it was your sister? What if it was your mother? What if it was your child? So you have to think about that.
Well, Sheba, if it was my mother, sister, or child, then you teach them that their attachments and excuse me, I'm eating a little snack here while I'm trying to talk and I'm choking on myself. But mm, excuse me, didn't y'all say that? Didn't y'all say that we're attachments? So that would be my Babylon family, or that would be I would be their Babylon family. So what do you need Babylon for now? What do you need Babylon to help you with now? See, that's the problem with y'all. Y'all talk this big game when everything is going good and y'all are able to, fuck off online and screw each other and talk this shit. The minute y'all get in trouble, y'all run to Instagram and bitch and complain and whine about how unfair life is and how y'all are being persecuted. But we are the lost ones living in a hell state, Babylon. I've never been to jail, so out the two of us, who do you think has came out better? You and your alleged divine knowledge of self, who y'all can't seem to stay out of jail. Y'all can't have one place. Y'all are a bunch of nomads, a bunch of a caravan of gypsies running all over the place. Or me, who has been in the house with my spouse for 5 years, and um, I haven't worried about petting turtles and none of the other stuff. Who's better? Who's come out better? Even Latanya is better than this.
And I'm not asking you to do anything.
You just
I'm
asked us
telling
to
you
do something.
that's what you can do. If you want to help, that's what you can do.
Well, you're asking us to do it.
I'm not asking you to do anything.
You just asked us,
The
literally.
only reason why I'm on this live right now is to ensure the safety of the women here
Yeah,
and the
you said
children.
this like 5 times already. We know.
Because like I said, we've been being harassed all day long.
Right. That's what you get when you're not wanted.
I seen something on Facebook.
Uh
It
huh.
said that there's literally people that want to come and harm us. Like
Mhm.
it's like those type of things.
Mhm.
Of course I'm going to go live. Of course I'm going to make sure that I'm going to record everything, because at this point it's like people are moving off of who they feel we are without truly knowing who we are. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that they're I don't blame them, because it's a misunderstanding. They don't know. And the only reason why they're doing what they're doing is because we do it to ourselves. Like we African American people, I don't think we understand that when we bash each other online like this, when we do these type of things, we are actually creating a image for ourselves. And when we go to these other countries, if you ever want to go to another country, and Hawaii is a part of the US, so it
Yeah.
even shouldn't be a big deal if Hawaii, or if you want to go to Mexico, you want to go anywhere in the tropics, just understand that you will be representing African Americans. So the things that you do as African Americans to other African Americans, how we like to say Black Lives Matter, but then we tear each other down. Those things will reflect when people, um, or the local people, or people of authority or whatever, want to come and assess the situation. They're going to assess it as if we're dangerous people, because we perceive each other as dangerous people, and we put each other out there on the media.
Girl, bye. Arsenio, bye. This is a consequence that you must endure because of an action that you participated in.
As dangerous people, we're doing it to ourselves. If you look at the people that are the most trolling the most trolling of carbonation, they are African American people. It's not it's This is not something that white
Do you know why? Do you know why we're the most trolling? Uh, can you guess why? Because Eligio is the Lord and Savior of the African American man. He is that's his audience. So where do you think the trolls are going to come from? They're going to come from the white people who don't know who this bitch is, or they're going to come from the people who know him.
people are doing this. This is not something people that other people are doing this. This is something that we are doing to each other.
They don't
Period.
know you,
We're doing this to each other.
right? As it should.
So it's no point. Might as well stop protesting, because in these times
Uh huh.
we are actually tearing each other down more than we are lifting each other up. The protests don't really matter now, because you saying that George Floyd was somebody's father, but my husband is somebody's father. The most honorable Baba G is somebody's father. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter, right? Because
Right.
of your perception about him. But don't you think
Oh, you're concerned. Oh, we're bringing up the kids now. So now we're going to use the kids as something, a way to manipulate people. They're attachments. Remember, these are attachments. So why the fuck do I care? You don't care about mine, and the Honorable Baba G didn't give a shit about his. So what you want me to do? I am just emulating what I am witnessing. I'm emulating what you're teaching us. Y'all don't give a rat's ass about your wives and children. Should we talk about Pipes and Sonny? Sonny had to get the hell on, and her and that baby are in Jamaica. What about all of Eligio's kids? I mean, Vilva keeps bouncing back because she's 22 or 23 and is retarded, but that's the only child that he's had the most connection and the most everyday contact with for years. So I don't care. I don't care. You don't care about your kids. You don't care about your family. I don't care. So there you have it.
Think that people had the wrong perception about George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? So we have to come to awareness of we sometimes get stuck in our own perception, our own demons, our own way of looking at things in negativity, and we don't truly examine and look at the situation in
Sheba, you cannot try and conflate George Floyd being lynched in real time by having a police officer kneel on his neck for 8 minutes and 45 seconds to a bunch of dusty niggas who get kicked out of every country they've been in, who spread diseases, who are con artists and liars and panhandlers, who literally pass each other around back and forth, who do all types of nasty, freaky shit online. You can't compare a person who has been killed for doing literally nothing to dumbasses who broke the law and willingly and who are now suffering the consequence. No, ma'am, it's not the same. And trying to compare this to systemic racism and to police brutality, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Y'all wouldn't have had this problem had you got to where y'all should have been and stayed there.
full view. Period.
Nice try. You think people stupid as you? Baby, bye.
The Hawaiian police authorities did their job to
Right?
secure their environment by
Yep.
making sure that we pay the consequences for breaking the mandatory 14-day quarantine. Absolutely. The further action that has been taken by people that are not authorities, by harassing and death threats and pulling up to the gate of the house, you know, scoping out with binoculars and all of that, that truly is dangerous behavior. That's
Sheba,
dangerous behavior. That is
Sheba, y'all are so idiotic. Y'all don't understand that there has been a lot of kids that's come up missing over there. And you idiots are the perfect scapegoats for people to blame the sudden missing kids on. Y'all are that dumb that you don't understand. That's the reason why you're getting death threats because they think that y'all are kidnapping the kids. But again, this is something that you would know if you bothered to read something.
behavior of it's only a reflection of what we do to ourselves, African American people.
No, ma'am.
Because if we were not so bashing of each other online, these people would not be so afraid.
Girl, this has got nothing to do with African Americans bashing the Hawaiians. They do have the ability to go online. They do have the ability to type in carbonation, and they have the ability to watch all of the shit that comes out of your and Master Teacher, Master Chief, Baba G's, Commander of the Earth Plane's mouth. There's no misunderstanding. Like when I call out Leviticus for lying, and I've used her words and say this is a lie because it is in contradiction to what you just said, it is the exact same thing. This is a lie.
They would not be thinking that we are dangerous people that are going to come, do something to their families or something like that, because all we truly wanted to do was live in tune with nature. And this is why
They think that you're going to do something to their families because you came at a time when kids are disappearing. Y'all are outsiders. Y'all have made a big ruckus on the island. What do you think is going to happen?
we have planned. This is why we came to Hawaii, because Hawaii is full of beautiful nature. We don't want to come to, and the only reason why we were truly um, kicked out of other countries was because of what trolls were saying online, and it wasn't because we were how do you say charged with anything or anything like that, because if that was the case we would be locked up. So it wasn't charged with anything. We weren't convicted of anything or anything like that. It was simply just the authorities wanted to assess and process their the people that were in their environment. So they came to check on the women, they came to do all that, they did all of that, and then they came to the conclusion, well, since the people of this environment are not comfortable with you guys here, you guys need to leave. That's what happened. So if you guys want to understand why we were removed from other countries, it's simply just because the trolls online,
Also,
again,
trolls.
the trolls online say negative things, and the people that are in the environment that we dwell in go off of these negative things. They base their perception of us off of these negative things, and they decide, okay, I want to secure my environment and I want these people around. So we have to realize what we're doing to each other, and what good is it to send us back to the states and us be in the states if you guys don't, you know what I'm saying, if we're not good people, and when we do come back to the states, why is it that we don't get locked up? Because we do nothing wrong. True people, true felons, true criminals are going to be detained. There's actually people who are actually doing bad things to children and women out there, and they need to be looked at. There's actual things that are going on in the world that needs to be looked at. There's people that are doing bad things in the world. We're not. If that was the case, then 6 years later somebody would be locked up for doing these inhumane things, but we're only being locked up for violating 14-day mandatory quarantine. So you know what I'm saying? Just like assess the whole entire situation. Assess the whole entire situation and get a full judgment. I don't know if if that's the police or that.
They have the
This is why I
assessed it.
say, because
Oh, hurry up!
I
I gotta
think
watch 90 Day
that
Fiance.
at this point there's enough information on Carbonation TV for you to get a full understanding of what
Exactly.
carbonation is,
Yeah, we do. We've seen it.
and that we truly only come here to live in harmony, live in peace,
Peace.
respect the land, honor ourselves. We love ourselves way too much to even harm another person. We don't even harm bugs.
Oh, you know what? A lot of serial killers have made that statement. My favorite person that I watched their murder trial over and over and over is Jodi Arias, and I also watch her interrogation. When and for those who don't know who Jodi Arias is, she's the chick who had a boyfriend that she had a on again off again relationship with. She ended up taking a road trip from California to Utah, stopped off in Arizona. They had a freaky sneaky weekend, or a freaky sneaky one day love affair, and then she took pictures of him in the shower and then proceeded to get a knife and stab him 28, 29 times all over his body, shot him in the head, slit his throat, then drug his body back into the shower. Um, in addition, she left a whole lot of evidence, a lot of a bloody palm print on the wall, blood everywhere, and then she took the camera with the card and put it in the washing machine. And they were able to retrieve the pictures. And there were some pictures of her being there, and some accidentally snapped while she was committing the murder because the camera dropped. And she gave this wonderful story at first, saying that A, she wasn't there. Then, when that didn't work, she came and said two ninjas, I kid you not, two ninjas came in and killed him and let her live. And then she ran off to finish her trip to Utah to visit another dude, and then went back home, pretending like everything was normal. Um, and then, by her calling the police repeatedly, um, got herself caught. But anyway, one of the things she said in her interrogation video was, I love animals, and I can never harm anything. I don't even harm insects. I don't even harm spiders. So I just thought that that was a very ironic thing to say.
We don't even harm the planet. We barely we eat mostly vegan. Like we are vegans. We want to eat fruit. Like we
Bitch, you're not a vegan. You eat fish. You're a pescatarian. So stop with the lie. Y'all aren't vegans. Y'all eat fish. That's the opposite of vegan, dumbasses.
eat. We don't even want to harm animals. We
But
don't even want to harm a fly. Like so we would never harm anybody. Like is
well, Legio's scared of bugs, so so yeah, I'm sure you don't want to harm any. That's why y'all are always in Airbnbs and y'all aren't really outside because y'all don't like bugs. So yeah,
life is very sacred to us. We live by sacred morals and principles. So if
girl,
you did not
please.
know, check us out. Check
We
us out.
we checked you
Truly
out.
do your research.
Yeah.
Let it be known that it is urgent that we look at the conditions and we address the conditions of carbonation right now.
So you're not asking us to do anything, but you're asking us to spread awareness and let it be known about your plight in Hawaii, a place where these people do not want you. Got it.
And you can say that we did it to ourselves,
Ah,
but we have to
that's exactly what I would say. You did it to yourself, Arsenio. You did it to yourself,
take responsibility. Everybody has to take responsibility for what we did.
right?
Yes,
But
we violated the 14-day mandatory
yeah,
quarantine. As far as what people are doing after the lockup and all of that, this is getting out of hand. Like
how can you moderate people's behavior? It's not a thing of systemic racism that's oppressing you. It's your own ignorance and stupidity and hubris that's oppressing you. There's a chain on your mind. Granted, your chain has been painted gold, and you think that you have divine knowledge and all of this divine information, and you're so much better and elite. Y'all think y'all are the elite, but the elite doesn't continue to make the same mistake over and over and expecting a different result. That's not elite. That's crazy. That's insanity. That's what y'all are. Y'all are insanity, and the body does not want to have dis-ease. Y'all, carbonation, are the dis-ease, and Hawaii does not want to be in dis-ease. Huh? See, I can say y'all's bullshit teachings too.
it's too much. Nobody deserves to be in a situation where they're unsafe. Nobody deserves to be in that situation, regardless.
Boo freaking who?
Regardless. Nobody deserves that.
You do.
No human being deserves to be treated as less than a human being.
But y'all aren't humans though. Y'all are God. Y'all are God. Y'all are supposed to be able to manifest and make shit move, cosmic currency. Y'all supposed to be able to just to think, and it just appears and it manifests. You command the universe to get it to do what you want it to do. Y'all are God. Y'all are all immortal. But now you are humans again. Y'all are humans when reality comes in and knocks you all on y'all's dusty asses. Y'all are back human. But y'all are God. I am God. You are God. We are all God. I have never heard of God being put in jail. Not once, not twice, not three times, but four times.
Period. And just know that
What? What Sheba Sheba?
just know that everyone has to pay for their actions.
Yes, Kendra.
You know, nobody gets away with anything,
Right,
and
Kendra?
we have to look at our actions. We have to self-reflect on our actions. We have to know that our actions we will pay a price for. We will have to pay for. We will always have to pay for our actions.
Hmm.
If somebody does something wrong,
Hmm.
it's not your job to harass that person, threaten that person, or um,
Hmm.
give that person what you feel that they deserve. It's not your job. It's really not your job.
Hmm.
Because if somebody did something that is truly wrong or whatever, they're going to have to pay for their actions anyways. So I really just want to give you that message so that you know that there's no reason to,
To
and you
con-
might still do it anyways, but there's no reason to truly be negative in these times. We're in 2020 right now, screaming Black Lives Matter, screaming All Lives Matter, or scream whatever we're protesting, and we're not doing it in our daily lives, and that's something that we need to look at. We're not truly honoring that message in our daily lives, because if we were, then we would always be looking at ourselves, and we would be assessing ourselves, and we would be living accordingly. We wouldn't be taking upon our own as our responsibility to bash someone else and make them pay for something that we feel that they did. We wouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So
what?
it's not our job.
Sheba, it's not a feeling. Sheba, it's not a feeling. It's what you did. It's what you actually did. It's what you guys actually did. It's not a feeling. It's what you did. It's what you did, Sheba. It's not a feeling.
It's not our job to do that. It is our job to know that we are God. It is our job to know who we are truly, to study ourselves. It is our job to study divine knowledge of self and be who we truly are and embrace that. And a part of embracing that is embracing all aspects of yourself, and know that just because somebody does something that you don't like doesn't mean that it gives you a right to hate them, or say negative things about them, or project negative things onto them, or announce negative things about them. It doesn't give you the right to do that. Just know that it doesn't, period. It doesn't, because now you put people in, when you do that and you put other people in danger, that it comes right back to you. It comes right back to you. It comes right back to you. So yes, we might have done we might have broken the 14-day more mandatory quarantine, and we're paying for that. But
Right?
the fact that you come up after that and you know harass and put people in an unsafe situation means that you're gonna have to pay for that now. So you have to understand.
No, you have to understand they don't want you there. And the more you try to rationalize it and try to, you know, you try to disassociate yourself from what happened and what you did and try to project the blame onto others, the more you're going to continue to deal with this. because it's going to continue to happen over and over. And clearly, none of you dust bunnies have learned anything. Y'all continue to do the exact same thing over and over. And you're trying to blame the locals for not wanting you. They do not want you there. Period.
And that everything comes full circle.
Period,
You know what
Poe.
I'm saying? So I don't, and I think at some point maybe you guys realize this, because as I'm going and I'm talking, it's like I'm not worried truly. I'm worried more so about the fact that
What?
the mentality of our people is so broken that this is what we do to each
Bitch, look here. If you're not worried, then why are you talking about you're afraid for your life and you're going live just to make sure that if something happens that it'll be documented? Stop it. Do you think that people are as crazy as you? Bitch, bye. So you're not scared, but then you want to blame the mentality of African Americans and black people when literally it is not us who is kicking you off of the island. We're not there. It is the natives, that community in Hawaii, who wants you to get the fuck out. Get it together, bitch.
other. Because I already know that the universe got us. I already know that
What?
the universe is working. I already know that I am God. I am everything.
There you
And I will
go.
proclaim it until the day that I'm no longer you're no longer observing
Die.
me. You
Die.
understand?
Die is the
That
word.
I'm no longer observing this reality. I will proclaim that I am God.
Okay, so you're observing, you're the observer of the reality, and you're just a project, you're a holographic image. Why can't you project? Why can't none of you niggas project another reality? Why do y'all always succumb to what's going on in this reality? Why can't you manifest some shit and make the earth realm move? You're a god. I'm confused. So God can be defeated by a turtle. Gotcha.
God, because I am.
You are.
I am.
You're.
You are too. If you can see it, if you can truly perceive it and live like it. You understand? But it's something that you have
Oh, live like it. This is living like God. If this is living like God, sign me up for Satan. Sign me up for the devil, because this is ridiculous. No, thank you, ma'am.
to take your spiritual journey and know that you have to step away from the lifestyle that even causes you to think that the way that you think about your reality, about other people,
Uh,
because your perception of other people
uh,
is actually
uh,
how you
uh,
perceive yourself.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
And it gets deep. It gets deep. This
Like
is
a
a this
puddle of
is
shit.
way more than it seems to be.
It's so
This
deep I
reality
need hip
is way
boots.
more than it seems to
I need
be.
to put on my wellies,
So I know that the
my
people
hunter
that are
rain boots, because
harassing
this
are
deepness.
truly my lowest self, and you know,
Oh, okay.
it's an
Okay.
aspect of me, and I know
Oh.
all of that.
Oh,
And
okay.
I come to send this broadcast off to let you know that
Uh,
it is urgent that we change our mind, that we change our perception of reality. It is urgent that we come to the, because the end is coming. The end is coming. Like, it's not a game.
now that's the realest thing that she ever said. The end of carbonation is coming, and it's not a game. And the fact that you're not able to recognize it yet is kind of sad. It's really, really sad.
We're still doing the same thing every day, not realizing that we must pay for and and have consequences for our daily actions.
Jesus Christ. Again, the lack of self awareness is amazing. It's amazing. I'm just nothing needs to even be said at that statement. Nothing needs to be said.
So
What? What?
You control, you can harass, you can do all those things, but just know that, the very life that you live is
Hmm.
a reflection of your mind, your mental state, your thought frequency, the frequency that you're vibrating on. And this,
So the very life that you live is a reflection of your mind. So this dusty nomadic existence is a reflection of your mind. Again, I'm going to root on the side of the devil here because if this is the godly path being spread around, passed around, spreading diseases, being incarcerated, once a year, I, I don't know. I personally wouldn't be down for it personally, but I have self-esteem and parents who nurtured and loved me.
will always be what you take with you is your mind. You don't take anything from this realm with you. It will not matter. I will not matter at the end of your life cycle. I will not matter. I will not truly be there. You will be there judging your own self about how you reacted and responded in every situation. So
Baby,
it's
bye.
okay. And for carbonation, stand up in these moments. Stand up at this time, because this is the time that we have to all come together. This is the time that we have to stay strong, because the evil one is working, and we
Oh,
must constantly be working as well. The evil one is seeking to destroy,
steal, kill, and destroy.
and we must constantly make sure that we are building each other up.
Really?
You understand?
Don't you tell us about how stupid we are and how we're lost and Babylon this and it's going to get destroyed and da 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 da. So now we need to be supports for one another. Gotcha. Gotcha.
It's okay.
Hmm.
Don't get mad, don't get angry. A lot of people that support carbonation right now are going in on people that are showing hatred and trolling and stuff like that. Don't worry. Do not worry. Do not get caught up in separation, and everything is you, and everything is also working for you. Even the hate is good. And
What she's telling you is, yeah, don't get upset. Don't do anything because they're going to be okay. They're going to get a first class flight and they're going to get flued out back to wherever the hints they come from. So there's nothing to worry about. They're going to be flued out of Hawaii and they'll be back online before mid July. Actually, I'm going to say before the 4th of July, they'll be back online doing real nigga moments and other shenanigans. Because if Velvet is coming back, it's definitely going to be some real nigga moments.
it's okay. It's okay. Just do what you know is the right thing to do. Never jeopardize your morals and principles. Never jeopardize that for anybody. Always keep the knowledge. Always keep the knowledge.
Always,
Always. That's what's going to keep you. It does not matter. Do you know that your
What?
spiritual journey must push you through these things?
Really?
If you are carbonation, know that bearing your ankh and walking away from a system that does nothing for you except put you in your lowest self state of mind and keeps you docile so that it can continue to power itself, so that it can destroy what truly is.
Interesting. Again, she's describing how the relationship is with the men and the women, where the men keep the women docile, where they can, uh, destroy and whatever the hell she just said. But she's talking about the male female dynamic, and what do the men do for you? What do they really do for you? But give you dick. And then you're talking about us in Babylon, but you depend on us for donations, or you depend on people who have residual income from the government. Okay, so yeah, shut the fuck up, Sheila.
So, not realizing that it will truly only destroy itself, because nature cannot be destroyed. Nature is God. Nature is everything. It's not. You can't destroy nature. You can only destroy yourself.
So who created nature?
Just know that you don't. It's not your job to condemn other people. It's not your job to do all that. It's only your job to proclaim the kingdom of God. It's only your job to stand up in these moments and proclaim that the most honorable prophet,
Yeah. Choke on
the
that
most
line.
honorable prophet, Babaji, is the Messiah. Period.
Girl, bye.
Period.
Girl,
And if
bye.
it was not for him coming and bringing this message, people would not know that they're guilty of sin. So he must come and
Really?
bring forth this message so that you know that you are guilty of the very life that you live, the very sin that you are acting upon every single day, everything
What the fuck is she talking about?
that you do. You must have to look at that at the end of your life cycle. He's not going to be there. You're going to have to deal with you. Just know that he is the Messiah.
But I thought that we were all the same person and we were just reflections of I'm you and you are me. You're me, I'm you. That nothing's real. You're the only person in the universe. So now there's an actual him now. Okay.
because he brings forth a message and he is hated for no reason. He brings forth the message of divine knowledge of self for you, for you, for you. Gives his life away every single day, and yet his own people disown him. But it says it in the Bible already
Girl, bye.
that your own people will disown you. Your own people. It is what it is.
Girl,
You
bye.
don't see it. That's okay because you're playing your role as well as a cell in the body, and it is what it is.
Girl, bye.
But all
So we can say all of this bullshit about she's scared of her life, afraid for her life, she's fighting for her life, fighting for the kids' life. We got to protect the women and children. And yet, you still have the superiority and you still are on this wave. Still.
knees must bow and all tongues must
Hard
confess
heads make
that,
soft asses.
hey, the truth and the knowledge and the kingdom of God is here, and all you have to do is accept it. It is you. It is within you.
Girl, please.
Are you truly going to live your life day after day knowing that you are spreading negativity, knowing that you are vibrating on a low frequency, knowing on like, come
I'd rather
on,
do that than making arts and
come on, it's
craft
time to
projects.
change. It's time to be different.
Them
It's time to
cheap
be
ass
different.
earrings.
Reflect on your actions and the fact that the perception and the idea of carbonation that you're putting out there is putting children in danger. The very children that you said that you want to protect, right? Protecting the children would not be to spread lies and rumors about carbonation that could get the children in carbonation put in a bad situation.
They're already in one.
That is not the best method for trying to protect children. You understand? Period.
Hmm.
Your perception of me is a reflection of you. It's how you feel about yourself.
No, pimping. Ain't a day, no day that
I
bad.
will destroy anything that is not vibrating on the love frequency. If
Bitch, I can't. I can't take any more of this. I can't. She's saying the same stupid shit over and over. And it's the same lie over and over. I'm tired. I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. So I'm going to leave that there because I can't deal with this any longer. She is giving me a headache. Goodbye. Goodbye. But I do want to leave with this.
Replay.
Oh, hell, hold on. What? No.
I've always had this deep. Replay. Shoot. Who are we? Carbonation. What is carbonation? The Christ conscious. Who are you? Angels of the Most High, divine angels of light. Who am I? The Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy, Commander-in-Chief of the Earth Plane, my highest self.
Who am I?
Queen Eliana, Commander-in-Chief of the Earth Plane, my highest self. Where do you come from? The highest frequency of the sun. And what is your mission? To collect the elite and convict the weak. Free flag, shoot! I love myself. I love myself.
Reflection. He got his bag jumping. My reflection master teacher stunning. OG master teacher got us jumping. He got his bag jumping. Master teacher showed us how to love, man. He got his bag jumping. Chosen angel sparklers blow the trumpet. Stand up to